Welcome, guys. So, we would be continuing with our discussion on the resume parsing, and in this video, we would be demonstrating different options we have for reading a resume of a particular format. So, two major formats in which candidates devise their resumes, they are PDF and Microsoft Word format. And in this discussion, we are focusing on the different ways we have to read a PDF file, a resume file, into our pipeline using Python libraries that are like Apache Tika, then we have pdfminer and pdfplumber. So three libraries I would be discussing over here, and we would obviously be going through pros and cons of using different libraries, different options, as you can see on the screen. So we would be starting with Apache Tika library, and before I go to my code, I'll quickly give a brief overview, and I'll also show the resume that I have over here. This is the PDF file I have, and this is what I would be trying to read into my pipeline. This is the candidate we have, Sean Brenton, and then there are different sections: education, experience, academic projects, and skills. So, effectively and accurately reading this text into the pipeline is the first, uh, is the prerequisite to perform the phrase extraction, phrase matching, text matching steps in the pipeline later on. So we need to read it accurately, and for that we will be using Apache Tika library. So I'll be going back. So this is how my pipeline looks like. This is my main job.py file over here, and this file in turn would be importing all other modules that are needed to successfully run my pipeline. And over here, this is my configuration file for the pipeline, and I have given all the configuration information, like where I would be keeping my input data, that is my resumes. As we just have seen, this is where I have kept my resume, right? So I need to indicate that for my pipeline to read, and then where I would be generating my output. So output in my pipeline would be a typical YAML file having all the attributes extracted out from the CV, and then archive path would be the path where my resume would be moved after processing, right, once my job runs. And then we would be utilizing these different uh, you know we have different parameters, like where I am keeping my dictionary, feature dictionary CSV. We will be talking about this in subsequent discussions. And then I have given my step list. So step list is nothing but it's the list of the steps that my pipeline would be going through. And right now we are talking about resume read step as a first step in my pipeline. And then patterns again would play a good role in the resume segmentation. We'll be matching the patterns, and this thing would be more clear once we have read the file, and it would be covered in the subsequent discussions. But briefly I'll cover, like, what do we mean by resume segmentation. So resume segmentation is nothing but breaking down this particular, for example, this particular resume into different segment. The first segment would be the segment talking about the education, right? The second segment should talk about only the experience. So we will have only this particular text, and then we can have other segments belonging to academic projects or skills. Now, the purpose of segmentation is to basically generate the focus areas where we can focus our search and pattern matching to effectively extract information, rather than going through the complete CV and matching the text from the complete CVs. We will try to break it down into smaller segments. So thanks guys for watching this video, and in the next video we will start running our pipeline to read resume using Apache Tika library. Thanks.